Welcome. We are open for business. It's 4 p.m. on, or just after 4 p.m. We had a little server issue. Never had that before. But these are, as I always say, these are the joys of live streaming. Welcome to Open for Business today. I've got an amazing guest, Kaye Walker, and she is the author, or not author, she is the host of the podcast, The Queen of Manifesting. She's had a multi-syndicated article. She went from depressed mess to motivational speaker in less than a year. That's going to be worth listening to. And she also has the ebook, The Top 5 Ways You Are Blocking What You Want to Manifest Most and How to Fix It, which is very important. So without further ado, I'm going to bring Kaye on. And hopefully... As if by music. Hooray! Oh, we got here in the end, Kaye. My goodness.
Yay, technology.
I know. I love technology, even when it doesn't work.
I love it when it works. My favorite then.
Welcome to the show. Welcome. Obviously, you're based, I forgot to say, you're also based in the States.
Yes, I am in Utah.
In Utah. Is it sunny Utah? I always say sunny.
Well, normally, I'm looking outside. No, not today. Today, I think it's going to rain.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, it's always sunny on the show, and let's crack on.
Okay.
So, Kaye, you went from depressed mess to motivational speaker in less than a year. Oh, please, tell us a little bit of the history behind that and how that happened, and what is your story?
Oh. Well, I started out. I'll go back to when the depressed mess got started. So I had my son. He's 15 now. I had my son, and had to go on antidepressants after he came out. Postpartum depression. Plus, I had a lot of anxiety while I was pregnant. I was on bed rest for 3 months. I was in the hospital for a week. It was a really high risk pregnancy because I was older and I had toxemia, all the things. So when he came out there, I was a mess, and they're like, okay, we need to medicate you, but it won't be very long. So 12 years later, I was still, not only was I still on the medications, I had gradually moved up to the highest dose. And so I kind of was a zombie. Like, I was not functioning. I was really depressed. I was trying to just check out of life as much as possible, which you can't really do when you're a mom and a wife. But I did a pretty good job of checking out. Yeah, I was a pro at it. It was bad. So I got fired from my job because, it spills over into every aspect of your life. So that was January 2017 when I got fired. And I thought, well, this is it. My life's over. I'm now completely useless. I can't even hold down a job. And it just spiraled to this horrible bottomless pit. And I became totally addicted to video games, one specific video game, and I played it like, I don't even know, 12 hours a day.
Oh, wow.
And then I would sleep 12 hours a day. I was a complete wreck. And my poor family, I don't even know how my husband did not leave me during that time, but he is a hero that he stayed with me. So I got an offer to a 3-day life-changing seminar in my email about probably 2 months after the firing. And I thought, well, I don't really have any reason not to go. I don't have a job. I don't have to take time off. It might actually help me not be such a loser. So I took the ticket, and I was really nervous. I'd never heard of a life-changing seminar. I was totally not into personal development at all. I'd never been to anything before. So all I'd ever done was I'd read 2 books like many, many years earlier. So yeah, it was not my thing at the time. So I go to this event Have you ever been to a personal development event
I
in real
have.
life?
Yeah, quite rah, can't they?
Quite rah. That is a good way to say it. So I enter the room and it is a gigantic, like it's at a convention center. There's like 500 people there. You can hear the music from like it's 2 buildings away, right? So I finally come in, I enter the room, and it almost knocks me over, the energy of the room. And I was like, well, this is different.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. So I went in and I stayed. I did the whole 3 days, and it definitely resulted in some life changing. I'm so happy that I went. But the weird thing, probably that wouldn't happen to most people if they did this, is that I said, "That's my new job." The guy
Oh,
on the stage, that's my new job. And so I don't know why I was just absolutely driven to become a motivational speaker after that. And I was like, okay, well, I'm a complete mess. I've got to get every life coach ever. I've got to take every course. I Oh, and again, my poor husband, I spent thousands of dollars on coaching for me to get not crazy, to get not depressed. I went off all my medications. I got certified by 2 different life coach certifications. I started speaking. I got speaker training, and it just exploded. It was the craziest year of my life because I literally went from never getting out of bed to my first speaking gig in 9 months.
wow. That's
Yeah,
it.
it kind of makes my head spin when I think about it. But I also know because of that, it was meant to be.
And had you done any speaking beforehand?
Not ever. No, not even work presentations. I was a graphic designer. Like I never left my computer. I never spoke to people. It was crazy. It was, yeah, literally had totally orchestrated by the universe. I
Wow.
needed to be there that day because I needed to have this complete transformation and whole new life.
Oh, brilliant. So I've got two questions I've got to ask.
Okay.
That is, what was your first speech? Do you remember the title of your first speech you gave?
I
And
do.
also, how did you feel to do it for the first time in front of an audience?
Actually, the story is hilarious. Do you want to hear the story of
Oh, yes.
what happened? It's been one of my keynote presentations is about my first time speaking because it was so insane. So I had to, it was like probably 7 months in to my transformation. And I was on Facebook and I saw this event called The Message. And it's like a cross between like Britain's Got Talent and a TED Talk. So
Oh,
you go, it's a contest. Anybody can come watch it. They have 4 judges. And luckily they don't have that horrible buzzer thing or a golden buzzer, but they have 4 judges and you sign up the month before, you get 10 minutes to speak, and then the judges give you feedback. And so I saw this event and I was like, the way I read it was free speaker coaching. That's how I saw it. Because I would get to watch the judges give feedback to the speakers. So I was like, I'm going to this. I'm going to go learn some good stuff. So I go and I'm a little nervous. I'm pretty scared. It's a whole new world for me. All these professional speakers. And so I was super awkward and I watched the whole thing. I loved it. It was everything I hoped. The feedback was amazing. I was taking notes. And then the MC got up and he said, "We have 1 spot open left for next month." And I was like, I can't even, like, my body was electrocuted. And I was like pulled up out of my seat and I was like, oh no, no, what am I doing? Nope, no. Argued with myself all the way there. Just as I got to the guy with the sign up sheet, my feet took over in terror and took me to the exit of the building. And I was like, what's happening? Why am I walking this direction? I was having this whole crazy inner battle with myself. So I ended up hiding in the bathroom because the bathroom's right by the exit. So I ran into the bathroom. I went in and I slammed the door shut and I was like, okay, Kelly, what are you doing? Are we leaving or are we staying? Are we going to sign up for that spot or are we going to go home and forget about it? And I sat there for 10 minutes arguing with myself. Finally, I decided, you know what? I want to be a motivational speaker. This is what a motivational speaker would do. So I went out, I signed up. And when he told me that the spot was still open, because I'd been hiding in the bathroom for a while, I
Yeah.
kind of hoped it was gone. It was still open. So he's like, yeah, it's still open. And I started bawling hysterically out of terror. And he's like, whoa, you don't have to do it. And I was like, yeah, I have to do it. So I went home and I wrote my first speech. And it was about overcoming depression with gratitude. That was my first 10-minute speech. I came back ready to go and they drew numbers and I was almost last. So I had to sit there the whole time. And the craziest part, okay, hiding in the bathroom was crazy, but the even more crazy part is when he called my name and I start walking toward the stage, he goes, let me tell you guys a story about Kelly. And I was like, he doesn't know any stories about me. What is he talking about? And then I remembered, oh, he knew one story about me because he was there. He's like, last month, Kelly left and then she came back 10 minutes later, crying hysterically because she needed this spot. So you guys, she's got to be terrified out of her skull. Give her a warm welcome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was my intro.
That's
It was
amazing.
horrifying.
And was that motivation to you, or did that just make it worse? Because he goes, no, just let me on and let me back up.
Oh my gosh. I don't know which way it was in my head. I was just horrified that the whole room knew I came back crying in terror. But you know what? I went up there, I gave my speech. I thought it went amazing. I was super nervous at first, and then it just started flowing. And I saw my words making people laugh. And I even made a few people cry at one time. And I was like,
Nice.
what? So then it was over, and the judges left, and they came back and they announced the winner. It was me.
Oh,
I won.
fantastic.
I know. So
Oh, how
that
cool is
was
that?
my first one. 9 months after that seminar. And it
Wow.
just snowballed from there. I started getting asked to speak all over the place. And because I
Yeah.
put on Facebook, oh, I'm a speaker now. I post pictures of me on stage at that thing, and it was
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. So did you do again two things I wanted to ask you then was
Okay.
your talk was about overcoming depression with gratitude, which
Yes.
when we talk about the law of attraction and manifesting,
Right.
gratitude plays a hell of a large part of that.
Huge vibration booster.
And also, so there was that element, and also did you win any? Was there a prize for coming first? What was the prize?
The prize was you got to come back in a year and compete in the semifinals for a big prize, but they never did it. They went about 6 more months and then they stopped. But I do have a lovely certificate.
I'm all in favour of medals, certificates, even ones I make up myself. So,
I know, right?
that validation. So yes, so that was so yes. So you put that on your Facebook page. You were able to call yourself legitimately
Legitimately.
a public speaker and motivational.
Yep.
You have people laughing and crying. You've motivated them to some form of emotion.
I was shocked.
So where did you? So where did that? What did that then trigger? So you've got that. Did you then turn it into a business, or had you got the coaching already as a business? How did that come about?
Well, that was December, and the month before that, I started going to every conference and seminar ever. Like I was literally gone every weekend for about a year. And I had just gone to a female entrepreneur business conference in November, and they had a year-long business mastermind. And I thought, well, I want to start a business. I want to be a coach. I want to be a professional speaker. I should join this. So I did. And so the month previous to that, I got a business coach. And I got my first coaching clients immediately. The first month, I was shocked. It was just two friends that I knew, and I charged them $5.
It all counts.
Right, it counts. And then it just snowballed. Then I got certified by two different places, and I got really good at it. So now I'm a really good coach. But when I first started, I was like, I can't believe people are paying me for this.
Yeah, do you ever get? I hear a lot about in various Facebook groups. There's a lot of coaches, and they get, or anyone actually, they get this like imposter syndrome, and are they good enough? It's like, yeah, everyone thinks that, but you are good enough. You're always good enough.
You are, as long as you're farther along than somebody else, and you know how you did it, you can coach someone. It's not rocket science. There's always somebody behind you on your same path that you can help.
Exactly. And there's also, especially with the internet, there are millions of people that you can help overnight, so the world has opened up. So tell us a little bit about, so what does working with you look like if someone wanted to have some of your coaching, whether it be business coaching, life coaching, manifestation coaching? Do you split them out, or do you bring them all in as one?
I do them separately. So I have a manifesting course where we do it as a group called Manifesting 101, and everybody picks a manifesting goal, something they want to manifest, and then I walk them through the formula, and by the end of the course, if they do the homework, then they manifest it. I also have a manifesting money course, and so everybody sets a money goal at the beginning.
Okay.
I just finished my second round of that last night, actually. And boy, there was a huge success this time. One of my students, it's $500 US to take the course.
Okay.
And by the end of the 8 weeks, she had manifested $22,000.
Wow.
Yeah. She's like, I don't even know what happened. So yeah, but everybody made back their investment plus a lot more. So it is super fun to do the money one. I don't do the money one constantly, but I've done it twice this year. So it's really fun. And then I have a speaker training.
Yes.
And I teach people how to become an international speaker like me. And
I know you were saying to me the other day, you were in the UK. You just managed to get back out to back home.
I was there. I spoke on the 21st and the 23rd of February this year. And then I went home, and if I'd waited a week longer, I probably couldn't have left for a long time. So no time.
Yeah, gonna say that's right. We can't wait for it all to die down, and we can have you back. Superb. So how do you go about teaching manifesting? Because I law of attraction, you see so many different varieties. Shall I call it? It's different people.
Right.
And the reason it's a bit like it's like someone said to me the other day. I read The Secret, and that's great because I read The Secret and think she's great. But she got The Secret. It's basically a rehash of The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattle, like 100 years before. And I only knew that Rhonda had done that because a friend of mine was on the same course that she was on. So people take it and interpret it. And so do you have a certain interpretation that makes your version more effective?
Well, I think so. And I've tried all of those. I've read all of those books, and varying degrees of success and failure. And so 2017 is when I first learned manifesting. So over the last 3 years, I have experimented so much with manifesting. And I actually started a Facebook group 2 years ago, and I started teaching everything I would figure out for the week. I would teach it Monday morning live in a Facebook Live. And so I got really good at teaching it because I was doing a class every single week. And so as I figured things out, I would share it, and then I started, blogging about it. And I just got to the point where I was like, I need to have classes. I need to have clients that want to manifest things and teach them how to do it. So manifesting clients is probably my most popular course for business owners. And then manifesting money is my second most popular course. And it's just a group course. We do it together. We meet by Zoom once a week. Everybody gets homework. It's really fun. So that's why, just because I learned so much and started sharing it, I just decided this is my calling. I need to teach people how to do this, because I couldn't manifest anything 5 years ago except for horrible, sad depression. So when I figured out how to manifest on purpose, I just knew I had to share with the world.
Exactly. Yeah. It's when you've got that, when you do it with intention, then
yes, exactly.
I've got to admit, I love the fact that you shared it, you taught it as you went along your journey. And I think for anyone that is looking to start a new business or some sort of service-based business online, we often talk about leading with value, and that was just a perfect thing of explaining. Yeah, you're a little bit further than someone else.
Yeah.
So you're good enough to teach someone
exactly
where you are. I think that is such an important lesson. Are there any other super important lessons that you believe are really key to succeeding in what you do?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. The power of your language. Oh my gosh. If I could wave a magic wand on the world right now, do we have one? I would change people's language, because everybody is so prone to complaining about what they don't want instead of talking with excitement and gratitude about the things they do want.
Yes.
So whatever your language is, that's what you're manifesting. So I'm always on Facebook. I'm always like, oh my gosh, I so want to tell them, please don't ever say that again. But I don't. I'm nice, but yeah, language is so important. So important. So important. Yeah. Whatever you say all the time is going to happen. And there's so much complaining right now. It really worries me.
Isn't it?
It worries me what the world is manifesting right now.
Oh, that's a good. Actually, it's an interesting point. Do you believe that this is like a group consciousness almost?
Absolutely.
What we have.
Totally. Absolutely. Absolutely. Have you heard? I know you've joined my group recently. I'm super excited you're in there. Have you heard me? Have you heard me do my power statement before?
No. Do share if you can.
You want to hear it? Okay, so this is my relationship to the world. Okay, it's a little bit long, so I say this to get myself like pumped up in the morning. My name is Kaye Walker, and I am a force of nature. I am divine, determined, and diligent, a valiant daughter of God, and a queen in the making. I am a warrior of light, and my light shines brighter every day, lighting the world more powerfully and irresistibly everywhere I go. As my influence spreads across the nation and the world, I find, encourage, and inspire other world changers to also stand up, be seen, and live their purpose at a higher level. And together, we are creating a huge ripple effect of love, light, and hope that reaches every corner of this planet. Ta-da!
Wow.
So that's my purpose in a nutshell.
Yeah, and you say that every morning.
I love it. It's in my manifesto. That's probably a whole nother show if you want to talk about manifestos. But a manifesto is a manifesting script where you write out exactly what you want in excruciating detail with gratitude for it as if it's already happened. So that's how my manifesto starts. That's the opening paragraph.
So if I did see, I watched on one of your on your YouTube. Might have been actually on your website as well. Yeah. But you were talking about your a manifesto,
Yes.
and the gratitude, and it was like, oh, yeah. And actually, I think I'm written down. Yeah, positive affirmations and the beliefs, and it's almost it's like having a clear mental image of what you want, but you've already got it, and as if you already have it. And I think
because your subconscious doesn't know. If you lie to your subconscious, it doesn't know you're lying. So if you say, I am so grateful that and then you fill in the blank, your subconscious goes, oh, we have that? Oh, I guess I better change my behavior a little bit. And then suddenly you are in alignment vibrationally with the thing you want, and it comes right to you. It's pretty awesome.
What do you think? What do you think are the biggest blocks to people achieving what they want? Because I'm guessing, like you, I repeat it all the time. I'm very mindful of what I say and what I think. But a lot of people just go, yeah, it's a bit hokey pokey.
Yeah. I think in my experience, the biggest blocks are, and this goes really deep. So most people don't realize they believe this, but most people realize they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. Something happened when they were little. They formed this false belief, because when you're 5 years old, you don't really understand what's going on around you. And the world kind of revolves around us when we're 5, 2 to 5. And so we make all these judgments on, if something bad happens around me, it's got to be my fault, because the world is affected by all of my thoughts and actions, because they are. When you're little, your mom, you cry, your mom comes running. You drop something, your mom comes running. You've got total control over your world. So we make these decisions that are completely wrong. I'm a bad person. That's why this happened. I don't deserve what I want because I caused my parents to get divorced, or I caused my sister to fall down the stairs and break her arm, or I caused my dad to come home cranky every day. It's all our fault. So we don't deserve the things we want. And that is the biggest obstacle I think every client I've ever had has deep down, is that I'm not worthy of what I want.
Makes total sense. Total sense.
Yeah.
It's it's not just those. It's your decisions at that age, crazy age, and then as you go through life, all the people giving you great advice. It's absolutely designed to help you, protect you, but that's the most crap advice. When you're an adult, ignore it. You have. I say, you have my permission to ignore what your mother told you when you were 10. It's okay. That's particularly in sales. People fear, rejection and all sorts of things. Obviously, that's a different story. I'm between you. So on both for the manifesting and the public speaking you teach for, are you open to getting more clients on board? Can you take more clients to teach people?
Absolutely. In fact, I'm holding an event next month, and I'm launching my 6-month speaker training program, which will culminate in a speaking event in London. So all of my US students get to become international speakers at the end of it. So hopefully you'll be there. Hopefully you'll be part of it.
Oh, if it's
going to be in the spring, I think.
Count me in.
London opens again.
Actually, I made a commitment to someone, a lovely lady, Amber, I interviewed a couple of months ago, and we were chatting about public speaking, and I'd never done it, and I said to her, I said, how did you become a public speaker? And she said, I just decided I just wrote it on my Facebook page.
Right.
And
she said,
write it on your Facebook page, and you'll do it. And I feel very bad because I haven't done it yet. I did promise I would, so I must. So,
all right. Well, you're speaking at my event in 2021. Okay, so get ready.
You're on. I'll be ready. It's funny because a bit like we were just talking about your thoughts are controlled with your parents and everything when you're young, and actually I was told I was shy So I grew up thinking I was shy. Suddenly,
Wow.
I discovered I wasn't.
Yeah, you don't seem shy to me.
Couldn't shut me up. So,
Perfect.
I know it only took me 50 odd years to work that out, but better late,
Right? I know. Oh my gosh. Most of us never realize that those things were wrong, which is
exactly.
really sad. Which is why I think people need life coaches, because we can see the lies that we believe about ourselves. I mean, coaches can see the lies their clients believe about themselves and teach them how to question it and find the truth or decide the truth. I'm really a big fan of just deciding.
Yeah.
Just decide you're something different and everything will line up and you'll be different.
Yeah, it's just
claim it.
Yeah, I relate that. I always relate that back to I used to smoke a phenomenal amount of cigarettes a day,
Really?
and then seriously got to over 40, and I was thinking this is really crazy, and
Wow.
and I just stopped because it got to the stage where I just thought I just can't do this anymore. This is bonkers. What am I doing? And I read a book where they said, remember how hard it was to start, and that triggered it off. And it was like, God, yeah, I felt ill, and so that helped me stop smoking. And then just like,
good job.
I know. I was very pleased. Saved me a lot of money as well. So
I bet it did.
that was the best bit.
Oh,
so Kelly, where do you see, apart from where we are at the moment, how do you see the future for yourself and going forwards? What are your dreams and what would you like to happen?
Well, I like to say total world domination in the area of believing in yourself and making a difference and living your purpose at a higher level. Like my power statement, like I really believe that's true. I really believe that my influence is going to spread across the nation and the world. I really believe that. And as I do that, I am going to help other people that have a calling to change the world and are scared of it, or scared of being seen, scared of going live, scared of speaking. My mission is to help them embrace their purpose and be brave, like I did. It's not that hard. It just takes talking yourself into it.
Yeah,
Really, that's what it takes.
It's a step, and I know there's a famous book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. But going back to your first public speaking, I mean, I guess
terrifying.
It must have been pumping.
It was so scary. It was. I wanted to throw up. I was so scared. But I did. I felt the fear and I did it anyway. And it was amazing. Best result ever.
Exactly. And that's what I read this a lot in books is, you grow when you're outside of your comfort zone. And that's the thing. You do something outside. And it is fantastic because you get this huge rush when you actually realize
it's amazing.
It's easy.
Yeah. Right.
Looking
I hope to have my own TV show one day. That's, everywhere, worldwide TV show. Of course, I'm going to write more books. Yeah, I want to have people all over the world that are living their purpose because I helped them overcome their barriers, overcome their fears, and get out there and do it. So I'm creating an army of awesome people that want to make the world a better place. So that's why I say total world domination. But yeah, way more classes, my own TV show, my podcasts, millions of downloads every episode. Like those are my goals. Speaking all over the world.
Yeah. So also a quick shout out to your podcast. And that is the Queen of Manifesting.
Yes. I love it. It's very fun.
And
I have a new episode coming out today about manifesting a sales mindset so you can make more money in your business. And that comes out today.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. That's the nice thing about mindset. And this is the thing. I mean, we're in this current situation as it is, but people are still making a ton of money. It's not doom. there are people making huge amounts still.
There are.
So don't ever give up. So Kelly, what are the best ways? We've got the little ticker running along with your website, kellykaywalker.com. What are the other ways that people can get in touch with you, get to know you, get to work with you, and let us know. We will put all the comments. We will put all the links to the different ways.
Oh, thank you.
Comments
Good.
afterwards.
Awesome.
But if you want to talk us through them, just so we don't miss it.
Well, you can always find me on Facebook. If you search the Queen of Manifesting, or if you search Kelly Walker, you'll find me. My Facebook group is free. I still do those classes every Monday. It's been over 2 years. Wow. So I still do them. It's pretty fun. So I'm super easy to find on Facebook. I'm also on LinkedIn, but I'm not super active on there. And I have another website, thequeenofmanifesting.com, where you can get a free manifesting formula cheat sheet that gives you the 6 steps to manifest anything you want. So that's a good place to go to. And then you'll get on my email list if you go there, and then we can email all you want. And my email's easy, kelly@thequeenofmanifesting.com.
Oh, fantastic. Well, we can say we'll put those links in the comments so people can get them as well.
Awesome.
Kelly, it's been an absolute joy to be chatting to you today. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. If you just wait there a minute, I'll just quickly close the show. Okay. So, guys, there you go. That's the lovely Kelly Kaye Walker. What a charming guest. I say we'll have the links in the comments post-show. But go check out the groups. Check out Kelly. She's a lovely lady. And, I'm always promoting getting a good mindset, and anything is achievable. That has been today's Open for Business. And